you can start seated or standing, as ever. And throughout, we're going to stand or we're going to sit. We might lie down. Let's see how the time goes, okay? Right, let me just get you all in my screen. We're going to start with a march. So you might be lifting your feet right off the floor. You might be doing a little heel raise. It's some sort of march. Your arms can be going as well. I know there's no music, so it's the silent disco in our head. If anyone wants to share what they're dancing to. Now could you put your hands together, keep the legs going, and go for little circles out and circles in. And let your breath do its thing. No breath holding, just breathing. If anything gets too much, you know you can stop. And you could stop just your legs or just your arms, and you can make it smaller. I'm loving the one side arm and then the other. That's nice. If you can leave that hand.
What you do, it's the way that you do it. It ain't what you do, it's the way that you do it.
Love it. It's reminding me, I don't know if any of you are watching Small Profits. The guy, the main character, he got out of bed, he had a Bananarama t-shirt on, straight from about 1983. I loved it. And then we're going to do something different. Now we're going to do a little side step. Arms are down. You can do one, you can do two, you can do three, unless you're on a chair, and then you'll fall off. So little side step now. Little bicep curls as you do that. Thumbs are going towards the shoulders. So your thumbs on top. Bit like you're sort of doing a hitchhiker dance. Lovely. Right, next, a slow push over. Like you're pushing something away. So crossing the body. That's it. I've gone for less side steps. Obviously, you want to go a bit faster. And the last one. Right, back to standing. Just still for a moment. Just enjoy the tingles. So the next one is going to be a little hip hinge. Hands are going to go to the thighs. I'm going to show you standing then sitting. Pretty much the same. So I send my bum back and my heel forwards. My back stays straight. And once you've seen me, stop looking at me. So that your head isn't like that, you know, with your chin going upwards. So if I do this to the window, if I'm really lucky, the student opposite will look out through the window. The blinds are down. So that's the move. And if you are sitting, it's the same. We're just coming forwards. Got your hands on your thighs for a bit of support. That's it. Don't have to have your leg completely straight. Just thinking about the hyperextending knees, just in case. And last one. And then, oh yeah, feet and legs still. Arm to the side, thumb up. Arm to the other side, thumb up. Straight arm, bent arm, doesn't matter, the thumb's upwards. Turn and look towards the thumb. Lovely. Come back to the center. Give your shoulders a roll. Right, now it's going to be just legs for a little while and then the arms are going to join in. So I'll show you the standing version. Legs a bit wider. Heel towards bum and a flat foot. You might need to do this with your hands against something. This is my imaginary wall. Now, if you're sitting, if you can sit wide, you might be able to do a little like this. Otherwise, you could sit to the side. This is much harder though. There's hardly any room, so I don't think I'd recommend that version. The other version you could do is pushing the heel away and dragging it back like you're trying to peel your sock off it. And that will do the same sort of area. Now, if we want the arms to join in, if you're seated, I will probably leave the arms and do them separately. So take a rest from the legs. Otherwise, you may find it's just too much on the chair and you just fall off. So we're going to have elbows going back, palms are downwards, and the elbows are sort of out to the side. So it's making like a sort of diagonal line. So it's not up here, it's a bit lower down. Very nice. It's like some weird hip hop dance. Perfect. And then bring that all down. Legs are parallel. We're going to take one arm forwards and the other arm back. And then the other arm forwards and the other arm back. So the thumb's going up at the front, down at the back. And then let your waist and ribs turn. That's it. Now, as we're doing this, we're not going too far. We're not like really going for the big twist. We're just warming up. You can let your hips go with you. However, if you've got twisty knees, yeah, I would be careful on that one because it puts that twist sort of a little bit towards your knees. That's it. Now I'm going to change it slightly. Could you scoop upwards, a bit like you're trying to lift a really big ball, like one of those gym balls. So the arms aren't like completely apart now. They're in a more scoopy sort of, perfect. You're all doing it beautifully. And then come back to the center. Now where am I going next? Oh, heel drops. This one's with a timer. So we're going up and down. You can go slowly. You can do it with a bump, a drop, which is great for the impact if your body likes the impact. If you have arthritis, you may want to do a few of those and then take it more gently. If you have migraines and head and neck things, again, just have a little consideration of it. So the time, you're already going, the time is going to go now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I think. Oh, no, there we go. Preparing, ready, steady, go. Now, if your calves start really cramping, go for a stamp instead. Have a bit of a tantrum. And it might be a quiet tantrum or a really noisy one. That's it. Over halfway. If you've got your hands helping you, just see if you can lighten your fingers very slightly and grow even taller. Yeah, lovely, lovely. And you're done. Just have a little shake off, maybe have a little drink. So pretty much everything we're doing today, we're doing 40 seconds of. Some things we're going to do twice, so those heel drops are going to come back with some weights. Now, it might be that you don't want to do the second lot and you just sit it out that one, or you just do like half, and I'll try and give you a halfway sort of cue, just so you know. Next one, squats, no weights. So the hands can go to the thighs, or your hands could go forwards like this. You could have them in a little fist or clasp. So just whatever you prefer. Legs at a width that's comfortable for you. Some people like their feet out a bit. Some people like their feet completely straight facing forwards. It's not a right or wrong. It's just what's comfortable for your hips. I like my feet out just a little bit. We're not going for a super wide squat. So we're going to squat back, sending the knees over the toes. If your knees are really troublesome, you can keep your shins straighter and not send the knees very far forward. So you've got that option. And I'm also going to ask you to do a little side step in between. So you're not just squatting for 40 seconds full. You all look like you're raring to go. Right. There's no stopping you today. Here we go. 5, 4. We get a countdown. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. And sometimes when I'm doing this in class, I call it the Goldilocks of toilets. So you might find one that's a bit high. You might find one that's a bit low. And then you might find one that's just right. And then that means you do lots of different heights and it becomes a little bit more functional. Don't forget those side steps. You can do quite a lot of side steps if you want to do fewer squats. And if you're in your chair, you'd be going right round in circles in your chair. Well, we've gone way halfway. I forgot to warn you about that. You're done. Have a break. Bit of recovery time. Right, next one, we're going to do something with a weight. One weight or a band. So this is going to be a row. So the arm's going to be doing this. And the elbow and the back of the arm are pulling backwards. And we're going to be a little bit bent over. So if you have back issues or osteoporosis about this level, I've got low back, sort of grumbly at the moment. So this is as low as I'm going to go. If you haven't, you might use something like the chair here. You can see that quite a lot lower. It's a little bit more sort of effort going into the back. If you're sitting, you can lean and put your hand into your leg, or if you've got something to the side like a sofa or something, you could use that too, but something that supports you. So got the weight here, just going to do a quick demo. That arms down by my side. Now what I tend to do when I do this, which I don't want you to do, is I tend to look down. Please don't look down. So we're not going to look down at the floor. We're sort of looking ahead. This arm's coming up close to me until the knuckles go close to my ribs. So this is me doing it with the weight. This is me doing it with the band. I'm going to demo it the other way. Now I actually prefer it with the band. I find with the weight, I haven't got a huge amount of movement. So you can choose whichever you like. You're all raring to go again, right? Let's go. We go 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to pull back and slow release down. Thumbs at the top, holding your weight or holding your band. That's it. Legs are slightly bent, hips are even, and the chest doesn't turn. So there's none of this sort of thing. Although none of you are doing that. You're all absolutely lovely full. Over halfway now. You could take a break. That's it. I can see that sneaky one side and then the other. And the last second. Stand up tall, sit up tall, let go of whatever it is. We're coming back to that in a moment. Just have a break and just shake it off. So we're going to do the other side. If you were doing one side and then the other, you could repeat or you could have a break. So I'm going to go for the other side with the weight, I think. And I'm going to end up, I'm going to use the chair this way around, I think. Right, looks like you're all ready. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. So you're looking for your knuckles to come by the sides of your ribs. That's it. Halfway. And we're in the last 10 seconds. You're done. So you can put your weight down. This is where the higher surface helps. You don't have to bend down low. Give me a wave if you prefer the band on that one. And give me a wave if you prefer the weight. Oh, I'm with the bands, but I'm in the minority. The weights have it there. Right, next one's going to be, oh yeah, a standing bicep curl or a sitting bicep curl. So we're going to have a weight in each hand and we're going to slowly go one side and then the other with the thumb coming up towards the shoulder. Now, if your elbows don't like this, for instance, you could instead just hold weights or hold band resistance so it's under your feet with some tension, and you could hold it and march on the spot. And you can do that anytime. If anything that we do, especially things with arms, doing things like this, is not for you, it's called a farmer's carry, and you just like you're carrying 2 bags of shopping. Very functional movement. Right, so we've got either the band or your weights. I like weights for this one. Just watch out for the sort of momentum like that. Yeah, so not the momentum, just nice and slow and steady. Let's go. We're going 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your time. That's it. Very nice. And that slow release is a little bit harder. I might give you a little extra challenge. Oh, just in the last 5 seconds. We're nearly halfway through. Have a little look at your wrists as they come up and just check they're in line with the rest of your arm. That means they're not doing some bendy, funky thing, which they love to do. Coming up to the last 5 seconds, I'm going to hold mine just here like this, just straight ahead. And you're done. Oh, that bit's a bit tricky. Got your weights down for a second. Now that we're coming back to a bicep curl a bit later, I'm going to do something different in between. Well, if I say something different, I'm going to bring this one in and put the bicep curls with it. So we're going to do a hip hinge or a squat. So we're either sending our bum back, sending our knees forwards, finding the perfect Goldilocks loop. You're either doing that or you're sending your bum back and you're coming up straight. However, we're going to have some weights as well. So it's a bit more to think about. We are going to go slow. You could have the band under your feet. You can have weights, 1 in each hand. So it will look like this. I think I'm going to do one side and then the other side, but you could make it double. So it could be, but I can feel I don't want that today. I want one side and then the other. So we'll get going. Make your choice. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A little squat or a hip hinge. Don't need to go very low. And then your bicep curl. Don't watch me. You all got it now. Just let your eyes naturally travel downwards. That's it. We're coming up to the last 10 seconds. And it's probably the last one that you're doing. And then put your weights down. Have a little shake out, have a drink. We're going to do hamstring curls again, but this time with the option of holding a weight to your chest, holding it close. So you might hold 2 things close. If you've got dumbbells, it's quite nice if they touch each other. It just gives you a bit more connection. I'm going to hold a bigger weight because I find that's comfortable to bring to the chest, because I can also hold it like that as well. If you are standing, have your legs wider, and it's going to be like when we kicked our heel towards our bum. So that's the standing option. If you are sitting, you can put your heel forwards like with your toes up and drag it back, and put your heel forwards and drag it back. And you could even add in a little rock if you wanted. You could do it this way, but it's a little bit, it's not really I don't know if that's really working so well. If you like it, go with it. But I think that drag back, that little heel dig, is probably closer to the sort of sensation. Right, let's go. Five, four, three, two, one. A definite shift of weight side to side. You can go really slowly. That's it. And you can be really squeezing that calf towards your bum. This one doesn't seem to go very quickly. I don't know about you. You could imagine that you're holding like a cat or a dog close to you. That's a nicer thought whilst you're doing these. That's it. Last one. And then we're going to put our weights down somewhere high up. Weights free, band free for a moment. And then we're going to get our plate and our ball out. And before you get them all on top of each other, oh, hello, Ozzy. Ozzy's just coming in for a little bit of added. Were you doing that with Ozzy before, Carol?
No, he's been really needy and he keeps crying like a baby, so I have to pick him up.
Well, yeah, Ozzy's perfect there. Is he about 4 kilograms, something like that? I mean, that would be quite the weight to hold.
Yeah, it's about 3 kilos now, so yeah, quite a good weight.
Same as my weight there, you see. I'd rather have Ozzy than have my weight. So could you grab just your ball, hold the plate in the other hand. We're just going to do a little eye exercise just to get us ready for balancing. So put your ball in front of you, look at it, turn your head side to side whilst your eyes are still on the ball. Now you can make very small head movements, especially if you find this very discombobulating. And then take that ball down and just look somewhere far away. So I'm going to turn just to look out of the window for a moment and just have a little blink. And then come back, bring that ball back. This time the head's going to go up and down like a little strict nod. And you're going to keep your eyes on your ball. And again, it can be very, very small movement. And then take the ball down, have a blink and look into the distance again. And then we're going to put the ball on the plate. Spin this over. You can swap hands at any time, so you can move over. I would like it if you did, because it's just a little bit challenging. I would like just to move your feet around a little bit. A little forwards, a little backwards. Don't look at me. Look somewhere in your room that's about eye height. We're going to try for 40 seconds. You ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Trying to keep that ball as still as you can. Carol's doing this one with Ozzy and the plate. So she's raised the game. Swap hands if you can. Not with the cat though. Oh, I've got Peter and Catherine doing it like in tandem next to each other. Good, great job. That's it. Maybe you're a little backwards and forwards, like the ball was being thrown there. Last second. And pause. And then put that down somewhere. Well done, everybody. I don't know what happened, Marta. It looked like something went flying there. Right, just take a break and have a drink. I'm just chatting. Right, lovely, got that. Okay, right. Next place we're going to go is seated for everybody and with some long stretchy thing. So we're going to be seated, legs in front, heels on the floor, and the band around our feet, crossed over, and coming above on the thighs. You can change your resistance. The thumbs are on top. Almost feels like it's pulling you forwards, but I'd like you to just stay really upright. So we've got vertical spines. The legs, you can see they're quite forwards. They're not like this. They're quite far ahead. Heels are definitely pressing into the floor, a little bit of extra leg engagement. And we're going to pull back like this. So it's similar to what we did in that forward position with one weight, but this time we've got both sides. Let me bring my timer over here. Now we have got options in this. We can pull and release fairly steady, but halfway through, what I'm going to ask, if you want to, is that you do a slow release. So you pull this way and then a slow, like you're offering your thumbs and knuckles towards your legs. You can, even as you do that, turn so your palms go from thumbs up to thumbs down. Not thumbs down. From thumbs up to knuckles, fingernails towards your legs. I think you know what I mean. Fingers crossed, eh? Right, let's get this timer going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice, long, slow pull back, and have a little check in with the wrists, in line with your arms. That's it. Oh, you're also still lovely, lovely form. Right, now I'm going to do that slower release. So I'm going to pull back a little faster and then a slow release. And then slow, slow, slow. I'm trying to let my shoulders really drop down a little bit on that one. Oh, last one though. And then slowly release your band, no pinging off. And take your legs out and just let them have a little bit of freedom. Next place we're going to go, if you're comfortable to, is just a little bit of lying down on your back. Not very much, to be honest. So if you're comfortable to go down to your mat, go down to your mat. If you'd rather stay seated, stay seated. But could you take with you your weights and place them either side and your band? You might need either of them. Depends what you like. If you were going to do a little push away from the chest, so if you know you like the band behind your back, and you push away like that, which I will say, if you've got unstable shoulders, way to do it, they feel a bit more supported. Otherwise, I like a big weight and I put both hands on it. I don't like two separate weights. I find that they tend to move around too much for shoulders that get wobbly. So my top tips.
Ollie.
You might want a bit of a cushion or something for the head. We are going to do a little glute bridge. So something not too big would be great, because then you won't have to change it. But you know, if your head needs that little bit of support, if your neck needs to be a little off the floor. Just bear in mind when you grab your weights that you carefully roll side to side rather than just reaching over and bringing it across, because that's the bit where everything gets really sore. So you might be, let's just get that camera right. You might be on your back with the band coming out from the back, so you can go like that. And if you're seated, it's the same, band behind your back and pushing your fists forwards, thumbs on top. Or you could be pushing weights forwards, seated. Or if you're on the ground, pushing the weights away from the chest. So that's going to be, I'm going to do the pushing the weights away from the chest. Everybody looks like they're ready. I'm going to get the timer on. The countdown's going to come. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push away. Come back. The elbows close-ish. They can have a bit of space. I would just go with the size of your weight and what feels right for you. Now, as you're pushing away, everything else is very much staying at on the mat or at the back of the chair. That's it. Last 5 seconds. And you're done. Put your weights either to the side, or you could put them on your belly, because that's where we're going to go next. So if you're lying down, I'll demo whilst you're having a little bit of a break. We're going to do a glute bridge, and that's no articulation. It's just a lift up of the bum and the hips. The effort's in the feet. So you push into your feet and you come up and down. I'm holding my weight right across my belly and groin. It's quite a big weight and it doesn't tend to roll around, but if I let go, it's going to slide up and go right to my neck. So I don't want that. So that's where we're going if you're lying down. You could do that with a band across your hips. So that's that option. If you're seated, instead, I would do hands behind. We're going to use a little arm assisted, pushing into the chair and squeezing the buttocks together and then going down. So you're going to end up with this little up and down sort of motion. Bit for the arms. You could forget the arms and just squeeze the bum and release the bum. So bum cheeks coming together and then soft bum. Right, bums and weights, good to go, I think. Let me just get into position. This is the last weighty thing that we do. And then we just have a little walk down. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We lift up and lower down. You don't have to lower completely down. You could just tease yourself, just a little touch, and then come back up. But we're driving this through the feet, a little bit through the glutes as well. Go slow. That's it. There's no like extra low back arching and lifting there. Oh, I can feel it on the inner thighs on this one. Last 2-3 seconds. And you're done. Come down. Take your weight off carefully and roll to the side and put it down, or release your band. That's easier to release. And then could you stretch yourself long? Make everything long and away from you. So you might be making a big X shape if you're standing or sitting. If you're lying down, you're making that sort of star or X shape on the ground. And then give your feet, your ankles and your wrists some movement. Then could you bring your legs back so your feet are on the ground? I'm reaching round, hoping to find a band. There it is. A little bit for the legs, a bit of a dynamic stretch for the back of the legs. So same if you're seated. Put the foot into the band and lengthen it away. If you're seated, it'll be on the ground. If you are lying down, it'll be in the air. And then we're going to push away. You can take that closer towards the ceiling if you're lying down. I'm going to show the seated version. But pushing away, a little bit of length, and then bend again, so it's not static. Sitting. Think of this as like putting on a sticky welly boot. So it stretches away, toes towards you, And then you bend it and bring that knee towards your chest. It tends to be going downwards because there's enough weight to deal with. That supporting leg, if you're lying down, it can be bent or straight, whatever feels best for you. No rules. I'm not doing a timer on this one. We're just doing a few. Could you swap to the other side? And then slowly let that leg go, let that band go. Can you give your legs a little butterfly movement? So knees and legs together and then legs apart. Now you can do this with your hands supporting on the outside, especially if you know your hips will go whoop and legs fall out to the side. So just a little bit of letting your brain know where your legs are, just at the sides, can be very nice. And I don't like any inside thigh pressure or anything like that. Sometimes I see teachers saying, well, could you press down? I don't think it's a great idea. Just a nice bit of gentle movement. Lovely. Then let your legs be just a little bit apart. So just hip distance apart, parallel. And now a little side to side. Nothing too much, not putting too much twist in, just winding down. And then if you're on the floor, could you pick a side to roll onto and push yourself up to a seated position? And then do whatever you like with your legs. Could you take an arm across the body? Give it a little stroke on the shoulder, give the fingers a wiggle. And then could you swap sides? That's it. And then you can let that go and give your shoulders a small roll. Maybe close your eyes and take a breath or two. Marta, I just like what you just did then, so I'm going to get everyone to do that as well. Maybe just give your hair a little brush back and your face a little stroke. You have all worked so brilliantly hard, so let's take our arms out to the sides, scoop up the air, bring your hands together and into your chest. I see all your adaptations, all the way that you have them getting up and getting down and taking your time and listening to yourself so brilliantly. Well done, everybody.
Thank you, Kerry.